Reality is something that you can't really put a label on, because reality is not spiritual. You see, that's a concept. Reality is not physical. That's also a concept. Reality is not material. That's also a concept. Reality is simply, and let's not put a label on it. You see, the moment we label something, you see that? See that thing over there? What is that? What do we call that? We call that a tree, right? The moment you label that a tree, you no longer see the tree anymore. Because when you label this a tree, you mentally cut off what the tree is connected to, which is the earth. And what is the earth part of? The earth is part of the solar system, right? It's a part of the solar system environment, which is part of the galaxy, which is part of the universe, right? But we don't see that the moment we label this tree. You know what's really interesting? See right here behind me? This is Brooklyn College. This is a college. When I look at the college, I think about this. I remember being in school, and I remember they were always teaching us reality through a textbook. We never really got to really experience life or to see life. Most of the time, everything was being taught to us through this book, and I always said to myself, how do I know this is true? How can I actually verify this is true? How do I know that these people who've done their research, how do I know if this is really the truth? I mean, how can we really know anything? How do we really know anything is really the question, what I was trying to ask. And I realized, everything that I see through my eyes, everything that I hear, everything that I smell, that I feel, that I taste, all these things, I'm only experiencing reality through this limited, the limited senses of my organism, right? How can I know there's so many lights, there's so many colors of lights that we don't see, like there's infrared, there's so many things that we don't see, and there's so many senses that, like, our sense of smell isn't even that strong. We know dogs have a stronger sense of smell than we have. We can only feel things based on a certain level of sensitivity. So we have these limitations with these senses. How can we expect to know the infinite vastness of this reality through the limitations of these senses? And how do we even know if our senses are even giving us the correct information? Because it's all just electrical impulses, right? How do we know that our mind is decoding reality correctly? So the real question is, what do we actually know? What do we know? If we can't even confirm that what our senses are telling us is accurate, what do we know? It just takes the whole textbook, all the textbooks of everything that we thought we knew, and chuck it out the window. Okay, we got two problems here. The first problem is the measurement problem. The moment you label something, you immediately cut it off from everything else it's connected to. You mentally cut it off. And you cannot measure something that's infinite, because to measure it, you have to put it in a finite thing, and reality is not finite, it's infinite. There's no way you can put it into an equation. Okay? And then we have the limitations of our organism, right? We can't even trust our senses. We don't even know how our senses are decoding reality, if it's correct or not. And we know there are many things that we don't see, we don't experience, because our organism is insensitive enough. So the question remains, what do we know for certain? That we're conscious of something. We are conscious of something. What we're conscious of, we don't know. We don't know what this reality is. Anyone who tells you that they know what reality is has no idea what they're talking about. Nobody knows. But I'll tell you this. The mystery of life is not something to be solved. It's not a problem to be solved. It is something to be experienced. The mystery is something to be experienced. Life is something to be experienced. You'll never know it. It's too infinite to comprehend, but you can experience it. And those are the states of awe that we look for when we are in the presence of a mystery. And you can only be in the presence of a mystery, you can only be aware that you're in the presence of a mystery if you're fully present in the moment. That is the mystery of life. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Spiritual Life Coach Kfir Yoel Benyamin. For more videos and more information, check out my website, lucidlivingexperience.com. If you need coaching, my number is going to be in the description below, so check it out. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Have a wonderful now. Peace.